back again for more of our Origins Bonanza Explosion Glove coverage. We're live at Origins 2018. Thanks for tasting mental games and our amazing Kickstarter backers last year. Right now, we're going to be talking about a brand spanking new game. I believe it came out just recently. It's coming out soon. It's got a lot of buzz. It's one of those games that I heard a lot of people talking about. My buddy Brandon heard a lot of people talking about it, and that is The Mind from Pandasaurus Games. I'm with my good friend Brandon and Adam, and we got a chance to play this 4 times last night.
At the bar.
Yes, 4 times at a bar. So in The Mind, this is a game where you are going to get, on level 1 card. And the card is going to have a number between 1 and 100. And you have to try to figure out how to put those cards in numerical order without saying anything whatsoever, without using hand motions or no cheaty stuff. And it's all about facial expressions and this
and little,
little this,
lots of grunts,
slapping your cards down,
very caveman-y.
And then you get to level 2, and you have to do that. But each of you have 2 cards. Then you get to level 3, and each of you have 3 cards. And you get to level 4, and each of you have 4 cards.
I think they get it.
Going all the way up to level 10. So you are numerically putting 30 cards in a row without speaking to each other. Also, there are some special stuff. You get 3 lives, and the one special thing is there's a ninja star, for don't ask me why, where essentially you can each get rid of 2, 3, or 4 cards depending on your player count, your lowest cards. Now we'll start from left to right. You were the most excited about this game.
I was.
What were your thoughts on it?
So this has been out for a while, as Forrest said. It was released at, I want to say Essen or around earlier this year. It was only available in Europe for a while. Pandasaurus picked it up. I'm going to pimp my boys. The brothers Murph played it on their Twitch channel, and they've been talking about it a whole lot. And as soon as I saw it, I said, yes, I was all about it. This is not a game for everybody. I will say that. It's extremely simple, but for a filler game, we got through one game last night. I think we were, I'm guessing the people at the bar probably thought we were crazy because it's a lot of just sitting there silently and then all of a sudden going, yeah, or cheering or going, that's not happening, or oh, dang, or things like that. And it's really great when you get a lot of cards that are very similar in numerical numbers. So I might have 12 and 14, and he might have like 56 or whatever. So it's like 12, 14. And then you just stop, and it's like, no, I have 13! I have 13 or something. And there's this just beautiful interactions between people. It's an instant win for me. I can take that everywhere. It fits in your pocket. You can play that at a bar. You could play that on a Subway. I don't know about Subway, but restaurant? I mean, you could definitely play at a restaurant. Great. I would say it's great for families, great for kids. Simple concepts. It's a total, absolute knock out of the park win for me.
I am buying the game today. aside from children's game, I'm going to buy with my son when he comes up here on Sunday. This is probably the only game that I'm actually going to buy this weekend. So that should tell you all you know.
No greater compliment. Like, I'm going to go give money for this game.
And I have done nothing this weekend so far but play about 16 games, and this is the one that I have to have this. I will be playing in my classroom. I want to try it with my wife. I want to play it with my kids. I want to play it with my family. It is just so simple, but at the same time, I feel like it's a really great bonding game because it's just you're absolutely looking at each other's eyes and like,
yeah. I've never looked at these guys so long.
And it's so. And here's the other thing that he didn't mention: it's intense. This is intense.
Oh my God,
my heart rate was about
his heart rate.
It was about 25 to 30
I forgot about
beats
that.
faster.
Oh God.
I was just like. Just sheer terror, euphoria.
Like,
we definitely look stupid.
You're right. You just hit a wide range of emotional spectrum, which is crazy.
Yeah.
From euphoria to tension to stress to excitement, laughter, joy. I mean, God, I didn't realize that. That's
in like 10 minutes. Like it's.
I do want to be the person that poops on the game.
Please.
Because there is one glaring rule, as a reviewer, I need to notice this sort of stuff, which would completely ruin the game. And that is the rule where you could use the shuriken, and if you had a really high number, you could essentially end rounds very easily. But I feel like it would be against the spirit of the game, and a disservice to you and the people playing it, but it still is a rule that should not have made
And we might have read that wrong. We read it like twice, but
I didn't read
kinda
it at
late.
all.
Okay, I read it like twice. And what he's trying to say is, like, if he has a 98 and we've got, say, 40 through 60, and he just throws 98, you're supposed to throw out the lowest cards up to that point.
Oh.
So realistically, you can get rid of your hand while only losing a single life. Now, maybe that's a viable strategy for getting past a level 2. We're not sure. So check that. Might be an
It also worked
FAQ on
with the
BGG
Ninja
for
Star
it.
too.
That was
Right.
actually a separate thing because what Forrest was talking about was with the Ninja Star. It's like you
Is that what it was? Okay.
You throw out
Yeah,
your
he does
lowest
that and
card,
stop
and
putting
then
words in my mouth
everything
all the time.
below that. So like at one point, we were at like level 7, I think, and my lowest card was a 59. So if I would have just been like Ninja Star right away, like let's do this, we could have got rid of every card below 59.
Now I wonder if
Right
that's
there.
part of the strategy on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Maybe.
We'll have to check BGG on that. I'm sure it's on BGG.
What are your thoughts, Adam?
Well, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Same thing, heart beating out of your chest, like the exhilaration when you finally fill it, or when you have a really close card. It's been a 20 number jump, and you get the one that is just one under the next person.
Yep.
Like,
That's
oh yeah, you can't mask that feeling. Like you gotta yell. I felt like great bonding game. I think that in general it like you're not supposed to talk about like a strategy beforehand and like create signs and stuff.
Right, like signals.
But like it's almost like it naturally progressed, like happened throughout the night. Like
Forrest kept doing this.
Yeah, and like you kind of got to know. Oh, these are the mannerisms that mean. Oh yeah, I'm a little bit closer than you are. You would hold the card out and like, oh, I know when he holds it like that, he's like not so sure. It's probably like 15 points between this one and that one. And I really enjoyed how it like progressed over the night. I think playing with new people every time it would be even more fantastic.
People, yeah.
Like a lot of games like this is like, oh man, since I've played it before, like I know everything. But every group is definitely going to be different.
Gateway game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I want to clarify one thing. It was picked up by Pandasaurus, so it is available now. It was available. This was made as an Origins release by Pandasaurus.
Let me guess, you're going to throw in the Brothers Mirth some more too?
I mean,
My
I will.
channel!
Twitch.tv/TheBrothersMurph, YouTube.com/TheBrothersMurph.
They're awesome guys.
They are
very
good guys.
active.
They're good guys.
So that is the mine for Pandasaurus games. 3 unanimous,
Absolutely.
huge thumbs up.
Go get it.
from
$15.
us.
Go get it.
If you enjoyed this Origins coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. And this whole video was a setup for this question.
Oh Lord.
Let me know in the comments below.
Oh my gosh.
Think recently, what was the worst person you played a game with?
Do you want me to?
Would you
answer?
like? Yeah, would you
Well,
like to
no,
go first? I need to think about
what?
mine.
I just walked away from something where a dude sat there for 20 minutes, saying nothing, removing his glasses, putting them on, removing his glasses, putting them on, having rules explained to him 4 times.
What game was it?
The game was Stellar Leap, which also I'm not too sure about. I don't want to give a knee-jerk reaction to that, but it had potential. But man, when you're playing with just awful people, it just too much analysis paralysis. And when you don't know people and you're sitting across the table, unlike the Mind where it's like kind of fun to not say anything, you just have a dude not saying anything, staring at his cards, staring at his actions, staring at his card. Oof, it was brutal. All right.
I played a game yesterday at a
With
demo
me?
table with someone who was really smelly, and they insisted. Well, they actually weren't playing; they were watching me play, and they got right over my shoulder to see what
Oh,
was going
no.
on, and it was in the funk. They had the funk.
They had
It's
the funk?
Thursday. Come on, save the funk till Saturday,
Yeah,
please.
at least.
Sorry about that. Yesterday we actually played a game with this old guy that he was apparently didn't know how board games worked because every time we would like do something he'd be like, oh man, I was gonna do that.
Oh, that
This
guy.
is awful.
What was the game?
He did complain a lot.
It was oh god, it's that
Century
one that I don't
Spice
know.
Century
Road.
Eastern Spice
Yeah.
Road.
Century Spice Road Part
Candy
2,
Crush.
pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
But let me know in the comments below. What was your most recent bad gamer experience? And as always, thanks for your time. You too.
Go watch The Brothers Murph.